Dear friends, faculty, peers, activists, and members of the community, I am humbled and honored to be in front of you today surrounded by strong and intelligent people who not only recognize but take action against the injustices on this campus, in this community, and in this world. So give yourselves a round of applause. My name is Kampschroer. I am a member of the 10% Society here on campus, which is an LGBTQ social organization that focuses on providing a safe space and education for LGBTQ students and their allies. As a first-year student, I came to this campus expecting the promised acceptance of diversity and intolerance of hatred. After being here for only 5 months, I have come to realize my disillusionment. As a white person, I am incredibly privileged, especially on this campus. I do not walk into classrooms feeling ostracized based on the color of my skin. I am not called out in class expected to have an opinion on the latest racist comment made by Donald Trump or incident on campus. I do not fear having racial slurs thrown in my face as I walk down the street, and I am not exhausted from the repeated microaggressions regarding my race or ethnicity. However, my experiences, struggles, and lack thereof as a gay person are not to be extended and generalized to everyone else within the LGBTQ community. My friends, my peers, and members of my community face these challenges daily. Thus, here lies the quintessence of inclusivity, intersectionality. There is no uniform queer experiences. Individual experiences with gender and sexual orientation are unique and personal, and these experiences know no race, class, ability, religion, culture, or citizenship status. Yet somehow, the fight for LGBTQ rights is often perceived as separate from the struggle for equity in these other areas. Intersectionality is overlooked and disregarded, and in turn, we continue to oppress members of our own community. In ignoring these intersections, we silence the voices of those who are most marginalized and perpetuate a false ideal of the LGBTQ community. This has very real implications in the lives of millions. Trans folks struggle to gain access to adequate health care because of the stigma and lack of research, and trans women of color face the highest rates of violence and homicide in the country. Daniel Dropick's pro-white fascist rhetoric is inherently contrary to any ideals of intersectionality. Fascism relies on an exclusive definition of what citizenship looks like in all identities. Democracy, on the other hand, relies on our difference, our rainbow, our variance. The problem with white nationalism is not just its celebration of the toxic constructs of cisgender and heterosexual identity, it is the suppression of the vibrancy of the LGBTQ community. The queer community has people of all races, religions, abilities, classes, and identities. Thus, to marginalize people in our community is to marginalize people in all other communities. I stand here in the wake of an election that has made people fear for their rights and their lives. We are amidst a historically significant time in this university, this country, and in this world. I will admit, I am scared. I'm scared that I will continue to be harassed for who I am on the basis of free speech and that harassment may turn into physical violence. I am scared that I will be stripped of my rights as a woman and as a member of the LGBTQ community. I am scared that I will continue to experience the funerals of friends who took their lives because they did not feel safe and accepted. But most of all, I am scared that nothing will change. I am scared that this university will hide behind its words of reassurance and its attempts to silence the outcries of marginalized students. I am scared that the protection of racism, misogyny, xenophobia, homophobia, and all of the hatred that minorities on this campus experience will only stagnate our progress towards justice and reflect a greater loss in our world. And so, fellow activists, I reach out to you. Social injustice is impossible to eradicate in isolation. Intersectionality is crucial in understanding the roots of various systems of oppression and discrimination, and thus achieving the elimination of social injustice. As we move forward and resist the harmful ideas that pervade our campus and our nation, we must give platforms to those who are most marginalized. Give faces to those who are dehumanized by our society, and never stop until human rights means all humans, regardless of any identity that they may hold. I am scared, and I am not alone in that. But we will not be silenced. We will not stop fighting. We will make sure everyone's voices are heard. We will protect and raise up those who are pushed down. Because we are here, and we are queer, and no one is going to take that away. Thank you.